How I reversed my type 2 diabetes naturally, my story. A few years ago, I received news that shook me to my core. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. At just 42 years old, I had always thought I was relatively healthy, but my sedentary lifestyle, poor eating habits, and excess weight had finally caught up with me. My doctor immediately prescribed medication and warned me about the long-term risks if I didn't take action. I remember sitting in the doctor's office, feeling a mix of shock, fear, and regret. How had I let things get this bad? I had always assumed that diabetes was something that happened to other people, those who didn't take care of themselves at all. But here I was, facing the consequences of years of neglecting my body. I thought about my family, my future, and the life I wanted to live. I didn't want to be dependent on medication for the rest of my life. I didn't want to live in fear of complications like heart disease, nerve damage, or vision loss. That night, I lay awake, replaying the conversation with my doctor in my head. I felt overwhelmed, but I also felt a spark of determination growing inside me. But I refused to accept this diagnosis as a life sentence. I knew I had a choice: either continue down the same path and let diabetes control my life, or take control of my health and fight back. That day, I made a life-changing decision. I would do everything in my power to reverse my diabetes naturally. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to regain my health. Step 1. Changing my diet completely. The first and most significant change I made was to my diet. I eliminated processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates. Instead, I focused on whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables. I also discovered intermittent fasting, which helped me regulate my blood sugar levels more effectively. I replaced white rice with quinoa, swapped sodas for water with lemon, and chose fresh fruit over sugary desserts. The first few weeks were tough, but as my energy improved and my blood sugar readings stabilized, I knew I was on the right track. One of the most surprising discoveries was how much hidden sugar was in foods I once considered healthy. Reading labels became second nature, and I learned to cook more meals from scratch. I started meal prepping every Sunday, ensuring I always had nutritious options available and reducing the temptation to grab fast food or processed snacks. I also began incorporating more fiber into my meals, as fiber helps slow down the absorption of sugar and keeps blood sugar levels steady. Foods like chia seeds, flax seeds, leafy greens, and nuts became staples in my diet. I made a conscious effort to balance my meals, ensuring they contained a good mix of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. In addition to changing what I ate, I also paid close attention to when I ate. Intermittent fasting played a crucial role in my transformation. I started with a 12-hour fasting window and gradually worked my way up to 16 hours. This gave my body more time to process glucose effectively and improved my insulin sensitivity. At first, fasting was challenging, but I soon realized that my cravings diminished and I felt more energized throughout the day. Hydration also became a priority. I cut out sugary drinks and sodas and replaced them with herbal teas, infused water, and black coffee. Drinking enough water helped curb my appetite and improve my digestion. I also learned that staying hydrated was essential for flushing out toxins and keeping my metabolism running efficiently. Of course, making these changes wasn't always easy. There were moments of temptation, especially during social gatherings or stressful days when I craved comfort foods. But I reminded myself of my goal to reclaim my health and avoid the complications of diabetes. I found healthier alternatives to my favorite comfort foods, and like making homemade cauliflower pizza instead of ordering takeout or enjoying dark chocolate instead of milk chocolate. After a few months of consistent effort, I started noticing remarkable changes. My energy levels skyrocketed, I felt lighter and more active, and my blood sugar levels continued to stabilize. The best part was that I no longer felt like I was on a restrictive diet. I had adopted a new lifestyle that I truly enjoyed. Step 2. Exercising with purpose. Once I had made significant dietary changes, I knew the next step was to incorporate regular physical activity into my daily routine. I had never been someone who enjoyed working out, but I quickly realized that exercise was a powerful tool in reversing type 2 diabetes. Movement helps lower blood sugar levels, improves insulin sensitivity, and boosts overall well-being. I started small, just 15-minute walks around my neighborhood after meals. At first, even that felt like a challenge, but I reminded myself that consistency was key. As my stamina improved, I gradually increased my walks to 30 minutes, then added in some light jogging. Before long, I was walking several miles a day, and I actually looked forward to it. Walking not only helped regulate my blood sugar, but it also reduced stress and improved my mood. As I gained more confidence, I decided to incorporate strength training. I learned that building muscle is essential for improving insulin sensitivity, so I started lifting light weights at home. I focused on bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, and lunges before eventually progressing to using dumbbells and resistance bands. Twice a week, I dedicated 30 minutes to strength training, and the results were amazing. I felt stronger, my metabolism improved, and I noticed a significant difference in my energy levels. Yoga and stretching also became a big part of my fitness routine. Yoga helped me with flexibility, balance, and stress management. The deep breathing techniques and mindful movements reduced my anxiety, which in turn helped keep my blood sugar stable. I also added stretching exercises before bed to prevent muscle tightness and improve circulation. Step 3. Managing stress and sleep. I underestimated how much stress and sleep affected my blood sugar levels. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that can spike blood sugar and lead to insulin resistance. I knew that if I wanted to reverse my diabetes, I had to get serious about stress management. I started practicing mindfulness meditation and deep breathing exercises daily. Just 10 minutes of deep breathing in the morning helped me feel more centered and reduced my anxiety levels. I also began journaling at night, which allowed me to release negative thoughts and focus on gratitude. Sleep was another game changer. I committed to getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, and the results were incredible. I noticed that when I was well rested, my cravings for unhealthy foods disappeared, and my blood sugar levels remained stable. I established a nighttime routine, turning off screens an hour before bed, drinking chamomile tea, and listening to calming music. The moment of truth. After 6 months of dedicated effort, I returned to my doctor for a follow-up. As I stepped on the scale, I realized I had lost 45 pounds. My A1C levels had dropped significantly, and my blood sugar readings were consistently within the normal range. My doctor reviewed my results and was astonished at the transformation. He smiled and said, "Whatever you're doing, keep it up. You no longer need medication." I felt an overwhelming sense of relief and accomplishment. All the hard work, discipline, and sacrifices had paid off. I had proven to myself that change was possible. It wasn't an overnight miracle, it was a journey of commitment, learning, and resilience. That moment reaffirmed my belief that taking control of my health was one of the best decisions I had ever made. My message to you: if you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, know that you are not powerless. Your body has an incredible ability to heal when given the right tools: nutrition, movement, stress management, and rest. I won't say it's easy, but I will say it's worth it. Take it one step at a time, stay consistent, and believe in yourself. If I could do it, so can you. Your journey to better health starts today. Summary. In this video, I take you through my personal story of how I reversed type 2 diabetes naturally. A few years ago, I received the devastating news that I had type 2 diabetes at just 42 years old. Despite thinking I was relatively healthy, my sedentary lifestyle, poor eating habits, and excess weight had finally caught up with me. I was immediately prescribed medication, but I knew I had to make a change. After a lot of reflection, I made the decision to fight back and reverse my condition through natural means. I began by completely transforming my diet, eliminating processed foods, sugary drinks, and refined carbohydrates, and replacing them with whole, nutritious foods. I incorporated intermittent fasting to help regulate my blood sugar levels and focused on fiber-rich vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins. I swapped out unhealthy comfort foods for healthier alternatives and learned to enjoy cooking at home. The first few weeks were difficult, but as my energy increased and my blood sugar stabilized, I knew I was on the right path. In addition to changing my eating habits, I added exercise to my routine. I started with simple 15-minute walks, gradually increasing my distance, and eventually added strength training and yoga. These activities helped me regulate my blood sugar, boost my metabolism, and improve my mood. I also learned how to manage stress through mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, and journaling. Quality sleep became a priority, and I noticed significant improvements in my cravings and overall well-being when I committed to a regular sleep routine. After 6 months of consistent effort, I had lost 45 pounds, and my blood sugar levels were finally under control. At my follow-up appointment, my doctor was amazed at the results and told me I no longer needed medication. This journey was not easy, but it was one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. It was proof that with determination, consistency, and the right lifestyle changes, reversing type 2 diabetes is possible. If you're facing a type 2 diabetes diagnosis or just want to improve your health, take heart, you're not powerless. Your body has an incredible ability to heal when you provide it with the right tools, proper nutrition, regular movement, stress management, and rest. It won't happen overnight, but every small change counts, and over time, you will see the difference. If I can do this, so can you. I hope my story serves as inspiration to start your own journey to better health. Remember, it all begins with taking that first step. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Leave a comment if you're ready to take charge of your health or if you have any questions about my journey. Together, we can all build a healthier future. Stay motivated, stay consistent, and take care of yourself. Your path to transformation starts now.